Hello and welcome to another World of Warplanes video with me, Sir 10 Death. Today we're having a look at a plane that's not normally in the tech tree but has appeared in the European premium shop for this week. It's the French Arsenal Delanne AD-10C2. It's a tier 5 fighter and I've been looking forward to getting hold of this for quite some while, largely because it just looks strange. What a strange looking plane, look at that. It's an odd looking thing, and it's actually peculiar in the fact that apart from it being a fighter, it's also got a rear gunner. So I've just bought one, pimped it up with some fancy paintwork, put on my bells and whistles and a few bits and pieces, and I'm going to just go into a game now and see how it does. As ever, this is my first game, let's have a look at this. We're in a tier 6 matchup, which is not too bad, and see how it does. I'm just clicking the map there to show that I'm going to go and try and work on that air base and see how we get on then. Most of you know if you've watched any of my previous videos, with the exception of my recent enjoyment of bombers, generally it's fighter play that I like, and what I really like is planes that have high manoeuvrability. Oh, that looks quite interesting, doesn't it? What a nice looking plane. It looks a little bit like a sort of strange giant moth. You can see the rear gunner there sitting at the back, and even the pilot's quite sitting quite far back in the plane. What a strange looking beast this is, but on paper, hopefully it's going to do a reasonable job for me. Let's see. Let's have a talk about the stats while we're just getting into the game then. It's tier 5, it's a fighter, it's got 220 hit points. Mine's actually going to show up here as having 231. That's because I've got one of the modifications fitted that gives me plus 5% of my hit points, and also reduces chance of critical hits because I think it's quite prone to them from what I've read. So I'm just going to accelerate up here and get a little bit of extra height and then see how we get on here. Official stats for its manoeuvrability are 983, that means it's a pretty nippy plane, it's going to move around quite sweetly, and it's got a controllability rating of 83, which should work out quite well for me. In theory, hopefully, if I can get this to work how I normally can play my fighters, in the fact that I just dogfight, I get in amongst it and I get on the tail of people and try and just shoot them down. Speed wise is very average. It ticks along normally at around about 300ish. It can go up to 500 with full boost, but it doesn't normally do that. So we're just approaching the base here. We've got a few defensive planes whizzing around there, and I'm just trying to get sights on them. Now you'll see that I'm able to target onto this one quite early on. I've done a reasonable bit of damage on him, and look at that, how quick I can get behind him. Wow, this does turn fast. I like this. Oh yeah, I'm chipping away at him, chipping away. Ooh, wow. Like that already, yes, that's quite tasty. Let's have a chat about these guns, and the reason why I can get the guns on target quite far off is because it's actually got a strange combination of guns. It has got two 7.5mm, which are not stunning, and have the standard 440 meters range, which is okay. They tickle away and do a little bit of damage, but it has a 20mm cannon that has a 680 meter range, but still shoots at 400 RPM. Now, it will overheat if you just hold down your mouse button all the time. We've taken this area, now I'm going to move on and try and work in the next area. I've done a little bit, not very much so far, but the plane feels quite nice. I've taken no damage, so I'm quite pleased with that. That rear gunner I mentioned earlier, he's got twin 7.5s on the back, but they've got a 550 meter range, so actually they can start to pick off members of the enemy team from quite some distance away. Actually, you can be shooting them before they can be shooting you in most cases. It's got a 60 degree elevation, 40 degree depression, which is not bad, but quite a narrow horizontal arc of fire for that rear gunner, so the planes that are following you really have to be sitting right behind you. If they're off to the side somewhere, you're not going to hit them. Just a little bit of damage on that. I do like how this looks. It looks really sexy, this plane. Yep, so I'm getting on the tail of this guy here. See what we can do with this boomerang. This is perfect for this. I'm just getting right in behind him. You see the guns have overheated there. Now that's actually only the 20mm that's overheated. So I'm still tickling away here with the little guns all the time, and the 20mm firing every... Oh, grade 5 fighter already. I've just done 1200 combat points. It's feeling very good, this. I can just get from target to target very, very quickly. I've shot one guy down, straight on the tail of somebody else. I'm actually trying to help out a teammate here. I've got this guy chasing him down. This chap's weaving and bobbing. Other thing worth mentioning, this has got a very low stall speed. Its stall speed, I believe, is 80 kilometers per hour. So that means that even if you go into a vertical climb, you're not going to drop out of the sky as easily as some others do. I've got round behind this guy. He's trying to get away, but I've got him in my sights now, and he's not getting anywhere fast. Just past the 2,000 combat points now, and I've got my next victim in my sights. I am liking how this feels. I have been, for some time, looking at this plane on paper and thinking this is the kind of plane that I would really like to play. Hopefully it'll be as good as I hoped, and so far it's not letting me down. I'm quite pleased with this. So all I'm doing here is dotting from target to target and doing damage on them. I'm loving this manoeuvrability. I'm actually flying down here towards the ground, spinning around, flipping over, straight on the tail of this heavy fighter over here, and look at that, I can just knock him out of the sky. And I haven't got the kill there, somebody else got it, but I'm just getting my damage up to 2,500 already. Bear in mind this is a premium plane as well, this is going to be racking up some nice credits. As a team we're slightly ahead at the moment, and I think I've done reasonably. I'm doing okay for a first fly out of this new plane. Let's go and have a look at this attack plane. There's an attack plane coming in here. Let's see what we can do to sort this guy out. So we'll go to work on him. Once he can get the lead sorted out, that 20mm gun can rip lumps off them. Now he's obviously got a rear gun there and he's just put some shots on me, so I've just banked off pretty quickly and repaired my wing and then try and come at him from a different angle. Just try and come around, and because I really don't want to sit straight behind. Oh, somebody else in front. You do then. If you're going to fly right in front of me, you're on low health. There's my grade 4 fighter award now. I'm on 3,000 combat points and everything's still looking pretty rosy. Can't complain at this. And I've got my next victim in my sights now. Come here, you. Come and taste these cannons, because yeah, I fancy shooting you down. Now it is worth saying that the majority of the enemy team are bot players, and if you were playing against a group of live players, maybe they would be a bit more savvy and not just sit there letting me get on their tail, shoot them down. So that team shot down past the 4,000 combat points, straight on the tail of somebody else. Ooh, this guy's trying to get away. Now this is where I'm talking about that stall speed. I'm actually in a climb now. I'm shooting as I'm climbing behind him. My speed is dropping. There's my grade 3 fighter award, just past 5,000 points. And I'm on the tail of somebody else now. Even though my speed was dropping there's no fear of me actually stalling, because it's got such a low stall speed. Oh no, I've got myself another heavy fighter. Now heavy fighters have got quite a lot of hit points, so they take a bit of work to get rid of them, but I can just chip away here. I'm just yeah. Now I actually decided to adjust my angle here. I'm actually still going to a climb. I'm still losing speed. Speed is down below 200, down to 160, 150, 120, 130, but I still haven't stalled yet. I'm just adjusting my position. What I want to do is come at him from a different angle again, because I think he was considering turning back on me. Just break away from the combat so I can get a different route to get after him. And here I go, I'm going after him again now. So everything about this so far is really good. It's in the European server shop at the moment. It appears from time to time, but hasn't been on for the last few weeks, but it's just rocked up the other day. It wasn't announced, it wasn't on the homepage, and it's not the only one. The other French plane is there, the SE-100, which is a heavy fighter, which I think I'll probably get and try that out as well, even though I'm not much of a heavy fighter player. Yeah, and it's, I do like this. I think it's £6.84, €8, and I have to say, so far, I am not regretting spending a penny of that. Just trying to kill this guy off, I can't quite, unfortunately. Now, I've taken a bit of damage in doing that, and the squall line's coming down soon. This is one of those difficult decisions where you think to yourself, do I intentionally just ram into the ground and then get myself a shiny new plane, or do I just stick it out in this with this single sortie I'm on so far? I've still got about 40% of my hit points, and I'm doing alright. As long as I don't get engaged in a combat with somebody on my tail, I'm probably okay. In some respects, I'm half tempted to want that to happen, because I would like to see how efficient this rear gunner actually is. I don't think he's done a lot so far. He might have done little bits and pieces, but I wouldn't mind getting someone on my tail, switching the rear gunner view and trying to see how that pans out. But obviously if it doesn't happen, I'm also quite happy with how this is going. The game is winding towards an end now. It looks like we've got it in the bag. I'm still just going around doing bits of damage here and there, and frankly speaking, loving every minute of this. I'm not regretting buying this plane at all. Recently I've reviewed a couple of other tier 5s. I've reviewed the I-180-3 Russian tier 5 fighter, and that was okay, but its guns are a bit lackluster. I have got the Bell XFL-1 Erebonita, American tier 5, which I've actually got video made of, but I've never quite got it made into a review yet. But that's the one you can buy anytime, so I'll put that review out another time. And I have to say, I'm loving this. This is absolutely beautiful to play. It's it weaves, it bobs, it shifts, it turns. Look at this guy, he's desperately trying to get away from me, and I can just do everything necessary to get right where I want to be, which is there, right on his tail, and then just unload those cannons. He's twisting and turning. I've just passed 8,000 combat points now, and I'm pushing on. Can I get 9? Can I get 10? I'm doing well as the team goes. The game's nearly over now. We're 90+% capped. There's a attack plane over here. I'm just trying to boost a bit to get near him, try and do some damage on him. Here we go. He's looking the other way. Let's get busy on him. Come on. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Yes, yes, yes. Can I take him out, this guy? Come on, come on. Go down. Get down. Oh, I couldn't quite finish him off. Bang on behind him. No, I'm too close. Full turn. Look how fast this turns right round to get behind him again. He's barely moved and I'm behind him on his tail. Come on, finish him off. There we go. Guardian Award. What's that? An Axatsu medal and a grade 2 fighter just before the game finished. Look at that. And that's just pulled in just shy of 10,000 combat points in my first run out. Got the Flying Start Award. Got myself the Supporting Fire Award. Got myself the Strong Support Award. Grade 2 fighter. Very pleased with that. First overall in the team. Got the Flying Guardian badge. Got this this Akamatsu medal award. And what else have we got here? I've got another one here, which is the Guardian. Yeah, a string of awards. And let's just pop back at the hammer. I'll speed this up here. See how it does by way of credits. Bear in mind this is tier 5 and it's pulling in 141,000 credits. Now a little bit of that might be influenced by missions that I've just completed. We'll have a look at those in a second and see. Yeah, there's one or two missions there that have pulled in a little bit of gold there. And oh wow, I've loved every minute of playing this. If you're wondering, should I get this playing while it's available? Yeah, you should. You should go and throw some money at Wargaming. Just give them your credit card, give them your wallet, buy it, buy it, buy it. On the other hand, selfish me thinks don't buy it because I want to be the only one flying this in the sky so nobody else can play it as well as I can. It hasn't been a spectacular game, but it's been a good one. I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As ever, I'll keep them coming. Please do share, subscribe, and recommend me to your friends. Thanks very much. Goodbye.